Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's Dylan. We're back here with another Sunday Sports Hot Takes. Now, in today's episode, we're going to be doing an NFL cornerback tier list. If you are new, make sure to like the video and subscribe. Now, if you look at this tier list, there are so many players. Oh my god, there's so many players. But yeah, y'all, this is going to be a super long tier list. So we're just going to get right into it. Jaire Alexander, I'm going to put him A. He's pretty good. Like he's borderline elite, borderline S. You could argue he's S. Like I won't disagree with you, but I'm gonna put him in A. Prince Amukamara, I'm going to put him in D for now because there are so many good corners that we're going to have to be tough. Eli Apple again, gonna probably have to put him in D. Chidobe Awuzie, gonna put him in C. I feel like that's a very solid ranking for Awuzie. DeAndre Baker has to go F, no hard feel, or E. I'm going to change that to F real quick. But yeah, DeAndre Baker has to go F. I mean, his rookie year was fucking terrible. So AJ Boye right here, definitely a B, definitely B. I feel like you could argue he's A, but we're going to be tough. He is a B corner. The homie James Bradberry, I'm going to put James Bradberry at the top of C tier. He's borderline B, like kind of like pretty good, like kind of like average type of corner right now. Could develop for the Giants though. Malcolm Butler, again, going to have to put you in D, buddy. Haven't seen much from you after that pick in the Super Bowl. Bryce Callahan, I'm going to put him in C. Feel like he's very solid slot corner, so we're going to put him in C. I have no idea who this dude is, so he's going in F. Like, I don't know. If you know who this dude is, let me know. Justin Coleman right here. Gonna put him in C. Justin Coleman in C. I feel like that's a very solid ranking right here. And right here, Garyon Conley. Garyon Conley. Where are we putting Garyon Conley? Probably D. I feel like that's, I mean, maybe C. Like, you can argue C. I can see that. But you can argue C. I can see that. Look at the puns, boys. Look at the puns. But yeah, he's D. Ronald Darby, bro. Look at Ronald Darby first. Devontae Parker. That's all I got to say. Jamal Dean right here. I'm going to put him in C as well. I know the C tier is kind of filling up fast, but we got to be tough. We got to be tough out here. So Jamal Dean is definitely going to be in the C tier. I think this is Drake Kirkpatrick. I may be wrong because I think Drake Kirkpatrick has longer hair. I know it's not William Jackson. It might be even Nevin Lawson. I have no idea, but I'm going to put him in C. If it's Drake Kirkpatrick, I think C. He had a pretty good year last year, so I'm going to put him in C. You could argue D, though. I could see that. Pierre Desiri right here. Honestly, like a couple years ago, he's like B or A type of player, but I feel like last year he didn't have the best year, so D or C. I feel like you could argue either way, but I'm going to put him in D just because the C tier is filling up. Quentin Dunbar right here. B. I mean, honestly, he might not even play because of his robbery case, but I'm going to put him in B for sure. What is your name? I think this is Trey Flowers. Trey Flowers right here. Trey Flowers. Going to have to go in D. I mean, I like Trey Flowers, but you got to go in D, son. Kendall Fuller. Honestly, you can argue A. You can argue A. He's probably the best slot corner in the NFL. Has been, like, by PFF grades and all that. But going to put him in B. I feel like he's very good. But, like, A, like, I'm taking Jaire Alexander over all these dudes. So that's just the way I'm thinking about it. Kyle Fuller right here. A or B. I just don't know. A or B. Because he's going to have to be on the same tier, I think, as Xavier Howard. And I'm going to put him A. I'm going to put him A right now. We'll come back to that. Stephon Gilmore, no doubt about it, S, even though Devontae Parker is his father. So, yep. Shaquille Griffin right here. Again, you can argue B, but I'm going to put him at the top end of C tier with James Bradberry. Honestly, we could get a tier like right below C, and then like all these dudes like after Bryce Callahan would probably go there. But Joe Hayden right here. Joe Hayden had a really, really good year last year. Like really good. I'm going to put him in B. That might be a little high for some of y'all, but I'm going to put him in B. I think this is is this Vernon Hargraves? I'm like 99% sure this is Vernon Hargraves. If it is, I think I have to put him in F. I think I have to. Honestly, was a draft bust just like his homie Quincy Wilson. So I'm going to put him in F. Chris Harris right here. It's B or A again, but I just can't put him quite in A. Like, I know he's a beast, but slot corner and everything, I'm gonna put him in B. Same tier as Kendall Fuller. You know, two of the best slot corners in the NFL, and B. You know, we got to be tough out here. So DJ Hayden, gonna have to put you in F. I would take all these dudes over DJ Hayden. That's just how it is. Casey Hayward has to be A. He literally has to be. He has to be A. He has to be A. That's just it. He has to be A. You could argue even S. Mike Hilton right here. I'm gonna put him right next to Shaquille Griffin and James Bradbury, top of C tier. Xavier Howard, honestly, let's just, we don't even need to debate that. Marlon Humphrey right here, definitely A. Definitely A. That's pretty easy ranking. Adoree Jackson, I'm gonna put him right next to Shaquille Griffin, because in this tier might be have a common theme, like kind of like has all the athleticism in the world but can't quite just put it together yet. So yeah, and speaking of that, Dante Jackson, hey, you're gonna be right next to him. Then we got J.C. Jackson right here. J.C. Jackson, I feel like he might benefit from having Stephon Gilmore and Jonathan Jones. It's either D or C. Honestly, I feel like if Malcolm Butler was where he was at, he would probably be doing the same thing, so I'm putting him in D. William Jackson, though, definitely a B tier corner. Not quite, like, you could argue A, just kind of like Xavier Howard, but Xavier Howard is S, of course. Just kidding. I'll change that now. I'll change it now, boys. I know I probably triggered some people, but we're going to put Xavier Howard at the top of B tier. We might have to move Joe Hayden down, low-key. Or we need like another, yeah, we need another tier. So yeah, we need to add a row like right out there C, just for these dudes right here. I feel like they're not quite C, but they're not quite E either. So yeah, we're having an E tier. So I'm gonna put Awuzie can say right here. Joe Hayden's gonna be at the top of this C tier right here. I feel like that's a very, very fair ranking, very fair. These dudes I just feel like are kind of on another level compared to all these dudes. So yeah, I feel like that's very fair. Then we get Jackrabbit right here. We get the Jackrabbit. Honestly, I'm going to put him C or D, not E. I'm going to put him C or D. I don't know. I'm going to put him in D because sometimes he can be the biggest liability on the field, but he can get picks. So I'm going to put him in D. Tremaine Johnson, I'm going to put him in E with the homie Malcolm Butler. I feel like they're kind of the same. You can argue he's even F because of his fat-ass contract. So, yeah. Byron Jones, this is an easy one, S. No debate. Jonathan Jones right here. Ooh, where's he at? I'm going to put him at the top end of C tier, kind of like where James Bradbury and all them are. Honestly, do we move down Shaquille Griffin and like Dante Jackson and Adoree Jackson? I don't know. I'm going to keep him there, though. Jonathan Joseph. I'm going to put Jonathan Joseph right where Malcolm Butler is. Don't get me wrong, though. Actually, I'm going to put Jonathan Joseph in the C tier. I feel like he was kind of solid last year. He didn't have like a Malcolm Butler type fallout, so I'm going to keep him in C, you know, solid corner. I'm going to come back to this person right here. I can't remember him off the top of my head. But we got Desmond King right here. Desmond King, honestly, it's A or B, but I'm going to put him in B because we're being tough. Honestly, you can't argue A, though. Like, I'm not going to debate you if you think Desmond King is A. B is where I'm going to put him, though. Kevin King, I'm going to put Kevin King in the E tier. I just, like, he's solid, like, young corner, you know. This right here might be Dre Kirkpatrick. What? This might be Dre Kirkpatrick right here, no lie. So I'm gonna put him right here. I don't remember which one is Dre Kirkpatrick. We're gonna act like this is Nevin Lawson because I think that's who played for him. I'm gonna put him in E. Fuck it. Marshawn Lattimore right here. A. Marshawn Lattimore for sure A. Like I kind of want to put Xavier Howard A, but yeah, we'll just leave that. But Byron Jones, all right. I'm not gonna put him in S. I honestly was thinking about B, but if we're putting Kyle Fuller in A, we need to have Byron Jones or Xavier Howard in A. Just one of them needs to be in A, and I'm fine. So I'm going to put Byron Jones in A. You know, kind of can't cover. Or, no. I said that wrong. He can cover, but he can't get the picks. Xavier Howard is kind of like he can get the pick. So I don't know. You could argue either way. Avonte Maddox right here. Every Eagles corner goes an F. No lie. Jason McCourty. Gonna put him right by Jack Rabbit, so I'm gonna put him in D. Rashawn Melvin, I'm gonna put him in C, a tier above like these dudes. I feel like that's very solid. Who is this? This dude is like Kevin Moore, I think is his name, and he's not even a corner. He's listed as a safety on the depth chart, so I'm gonna put him F, just cause. Murphy Jones right here, rookie. I mean, if we're just going off a season, probably F, but potential, probably E. You can argue the same for DeAndre Baker, but again, might not play in the league because of his robbery case. Steven Nelson right here. Oh, whoops, didn't even mean to do that. Where'd he go? Oh, damn, I just shot. Oh, right here, not D. Either C or B. Honestly, I'm going to put him in B just because. Wait, I'm going to put him in C. I feel like wherever I put Joe Hayden, Steven Nelson has to go. Steven Nelson had a great year last year, don't get me wrong. Like, you can argue B and I won't get mad at you. Same with Joe Hayden. You can argue B, I won't get mad at you. So, we're just going to keep him in C, though. Josh Norman. Honestly, I want to put him in F. But I'm going to put him in D. I want to put him in F, but we're going to put him in E. I didn't mean D. We're going to put him in E. This dude right here. This guy right here, I can't think of his name. Like, I know, like, I literally know who he is, but I'm going to put him in E. I know, like, he played, oh my god, I just can't think of his name. Like, I know, like, I know who he is, though. I know who he is, but I just can't think of his name. Like, I'm thinking of him in, like, his jersey or whatever, but I cannot think of his name. Trust me. All right, Marcus Peters. Honestly, sometimes he plays like F, sometimes he plays like S, but I'm going to put him in B. Kind of like on the same tier as Xavier Howard. I feel like that's very fair because when they were going off, they both had a shit ton of picks. So, Pat Pete, though, I'm putting Pat Pete in elite. I don't care. Pat Pete, one of the best corners in the game. Don't care. Brian Poole right here. Brian Poole is very solid. I'm going to put him in B. Probably the best Jets corner, and I think he's a slot corner, but, I mean, I'm putting him in B. Jalen Ramsey, again, S. I mean, that's kind of easy. Xavier Rhodes, again, I want to put him in F, but I'm going to put him in E, same tier as Josh Norman. Perry Nickerson right here. Probably an F. Or, no, I think this is Darryl Roberts. I don't think this is Perry Nickerson. I think this is Darryl Roberts. Probably an F. Nickel Roby-Coleman. I'm going to put him in C, kind of like right by Bryce Callahan. I mean, I'm not a big Nickel Roby-Coleman fan, honestly. Bradley Roby, though. Honestly, I'm going to put him right next to, like, a Dory Jackson and all them. I feel like he could be, like, an elite corner. Like, if you put him in B, again, I'm not mad at you, but I feel like he could be a lot better than what he is right now. Logan Ryan, we have to put him in B. We just have to. I mean, he had a great year last year. Fucking the top 100 list, though, is like he's right here, but nah, we're putting him in B. Richard Sherman. I'm going to put Richard Sherman in A. I mean, I don't even, like... I'm not the biggest Richard Sherman fan, but you can't lie, he's an A. You could argue S too, but nah, I'm not saying all that. Darius Slay, like I want to put him in S, but I'm gonna put him in A. If anyone had to move up from A to S, it'd either be Slay or Alexander right here. So, yeah. Jimmy Smith, probably right next to Malcolm Butler, just E tier, kind of like veterans who kind of fell off a little bit. I'm gonna put Aqib Talib right next to him too. I mean. Bro, like, I just, you know, they kind of just, like, fell off a little bit. Desmond Trufant, though. Desmond Trufant. Where are we putting Desmond Trufant? Oh, not that high. Probably C. I feel like he could still get the job done, but he's not, like, an A or B like what he once was. Jason Verrett right here. If he could stay healthy, he could maybe be B or even A, but I'm going to put him in the D. Gonna put him in D just because he can't stay healthy. C is kind of flooded right now. We're gonna have to move some people from C to D. So some people have to move down for sure. And I feel like it's got to be the athletic guys. It's got to be the athletic guys that just haven't quite put it together, in my opinion. Bradley Roby is staying though, so I feel like we had to do what we had to do. We had to do what we had to do, and it's all good. Levi Wallace. Honestly, he could be F or he could be E. I'm going to put him in F because E is kind of flooded too. We're going to have to move some people down to F. Who's moving down to F or could even move up to D? Let's see. Trey Flowers. I'm going to move Desir up. I'm going to move Josh Norman up too. And I'm going to move Xavier Rhodes down. I'm going to move Tremaine Johnson down too. And then... I don't know. I feel like that's pretty solid. I could move Aqib Talib up 1, 2. Yeah, I'm going to move Aqib Talib up 1, 2 because he hasn't quite fell off yet. He just got hurt last year. So, yeah, I'm going to keep him D. And then, honestly, I could even move Garyon Conley up 1. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Princeton Mukamara is looking like he wants to get moved up too, but we're going to hold off on that. Denzel Ward. I'm going to put him in B. His rookie year, probably A, but I'm going to put him in B, just because, I don't know. I feel like I can't place him above Xavier Howard, so I'm going to put him in B. Trey Waynes, he's going with the athletic people. Where are the athletic people at? Yep, kind of like in this tier right here. Right next to Dante Jackson, Adoree Jackson again. Someone who has all the athletic tools in the world but can't quite put it together yet. This right here, Greedy Williams. I'm going to put him in E, like I have to. Like, I think Greedy Williams is good, but I'm not, like, I'd take Trey Waynes and all them people over Greedy Williams right now. And then we got Trey White. I mean, this is pretty easy. S. I mean, that's, like, pretty easy. I think this is Quan Williams. I'm going to put him in E just because I don't really know where to put him, so I'm going to put him in E. Witherspoon right here, pretty good slot corner for the best defense in the league. I'm gonna put him in D, just a tier above Quan Williams. This dude right here, I have no idea who this is, so I'm gonna put him in F. If you know who this is, let me know. PJ Williams, I'm going to put in the D tier too. Some people now have to move up to C. Now. Who are we moving up? Honestly, I'm going to move Dante Jackson up to C. Now there's 3 rows right here. I want these two to be like 2 rows, and then these two can be like 3 rows, I guess. I'm trying to think. Who are we moving up? Actually, I just can't separate those people from each other, so I'm going to put them in D. We're going to keep D the way it is. Quincy Wilson, F. I don't care. Dude is a bust. And then the homie Tavon Young right here. Where are we putting Tavon Young? Honestly, not F. I'm going to put him in E just because I feel like he had one really good year and then he got hurt. Hopefully he can bounce back though. And then this dude right here, I know who he is. I just need to remember. So this right here, the reason why I couldn't think of him, it's LaMarcus Joyner. Why is he in a cornerback tier list? I don't know. But I'm going to put him D, or B. I was about to say D, but I'm going to put him B. And then, yeah, this is pretty much my list. It's not in order by any means, but I feel like all these players are on similar tiers. Again, like in the comments, let me know what you agree with, what you disagree with. And yeah, I think this is pretty solid. Again, there are so many good corners in the NFL. I tried to be a little bit tougher. So yeah, just let me know what you think in the comments down below. But other than that, it has been your boy Dill, and I'm out. Peace, y'all.